Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and tonight we're going to do a light meditation. I feel like everything always gets super heavy around here. Sometimes I just want to do a nice, light 20-minute meditation, take it easy, just feel a little bit more peaceful. Every day doesn't need to be some kind of, transcendent experience. We can just relax and have a nice guided meditation sometimes. So how is everyone doing today? How is everyone in the world doing today? Um, let's see, we got Ignorant. Hello, Ignorant. How are you doing today, man? Good to see you, friend. Sea Queen 77. How's it going with you? Always a pleasure when you stop by. Yeah, like by the way, I love that name, Sea Queen. I think that's pretty cool. Like, is there any kind of significance behind that, or is that just something you came up with, or what? Yeah, I don't know. I always wonder that, about people's names on here, like whether these are names that they came up with, or whether someone gave them that nickname, or how they, the etymology, of the names. It's always pretty cool just to try to figure out how those names came to being. That I always love like looking up the derivations of words, and I also feel it's kind of interesting too to like check out the names of people, the usernames, and just sometimes there's a big story behind it, and sometimes there's not. Sometimes it's just like it's just their name. But yeah, anyways, all right. Well, not too much has been going on in my world. Oh, we had a lot of snow today in Chicago. It's always funny, when we get a lot of snow. Like it's like weird. The first day we get a lot of snow, everyone kind of like forgets how to drive and is afraid to go out. I'm always thinking, well, what's everyone doing? What's the deal here? You just drive a little slower. You go around town. You can still do all your stuff. I taught a chess class tonight, and I only had 5 students show up. It was crazy. Normally, I have 14 students in that class, and only 5 showed up. I don't know. It's weird when hardly anyone shows up. Then you're kind of like teaching to an empty room. But it was also cool because I got to give more individual attention to the students that actually did show up. I like to reward the students that brave the elements and go out in the cold and are willing to fight hard to come in and learn chess. Oh, Sea Queen, it's you say, yep, you wanted to be a mermaid, so you became a mermaid VTuber and love sea animals, like obsessed with it. Nice, nice. That is so cool, Sea Queen. I didn't know that about you. That's pretty neat. Yeah. I mean, we all have our different creatures that we like. Mermaids are pretty awesome, right? I've always thought mermaids are pretty cool. I don't know much about the mermaid world, like about like social etiquette in the mermaid world. In fact, I don't know much about social etiquette in the human world either. But I've always felt that mermaids are pretty cool, and I feel like they'd be pretty cool creatures to hang around with. If you could just like hang out with a bunch of mermaids all day, that'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, so okay, so that's the derivation of your name. Cool. Well, I like it, Sea Queen. I absolutely like it. Hey, and Christine the Bean is here. How you doing, friend? Good to see you, Christine. How's life with you? I always get pumped when you show up to chat. Sequin, just so you know, Christine the Bean is also my acupuncturist. Not only is she a wise, kind human being, but she's also my acupuncturist, and she shows up to Twitch chat a lot, and it's always great having her in here. You gain a lot. You gain a lot from the people coming in and spending time with you. That's what life's all about, though, right? Spending time with the people you care about, and Twitch is kind of a version of that, right? The people that come to this community and hang out in this community are always part of my family. I always consider them part of my Twitch family. So it's pretty awesome to have you all here. All right, so I mean, what else is new in the world? Like, what else is going on? I mean, oh yeah, there might be a war, right? We might have war between Ukraine and Russia. That's like the big news, right? The big thing that everyone's talking about. Is there going to be war, right? I do day trading, swing trading, and options trading, and I find out a lot of my information secondhand. I'll be watching stuff in the stock market, and all of a sudden everything starts tanking, and I'm like, why is everything going down? There must have been some big event that happened. And then I'll look in the news and it'll be like, oh yeah, event X happened. Everyone needs to be afraid and panic sell all their stocks, and Then people sell other stocks, and then everything gets undervalued, and then you buy them. It's a simple game. The stock market is simple. It's a simple game. It's just basically human psychology and pattern recognition. When everyone's selling their stocks because they're afraid, that's when you start buying them all. And then everyone's like, wait a minute, these stocks are so cheap. Let's buy them all. And then they buy them, and the price gets really high, and then you sell it. If you can do that and not allow yourself to be controlled by your emotion, then you can make some money. It's a great game. And also you have to be familiar with pattern recognition, and you got to do a lot of work too. You have to research stocks and be aware of macroeconomic events and microeconomic events. But you do what you can, right? All right, let's see. Um, mermaids lure sailors with beauty and her vocals and kill them, but you're a cute one. I didn't realize that mermaids had that dark side to them. I didn't realize that. Holy shit! Like really, really? I didn't know that. Oh wow! They lure sailors and then they kill them. Well, that's a little disconcerting. That's kind of scary. But okay. But you're a cute one, so yeah. Don't kill people, right? If you do me a favor, if you ever lure some sailor into your abode, don't kill them. Just make me that one promise, all right? Because I couldn't handle that. I can't handle that kind of stuff. I live in Chicago, by the way. We have the most amount of murders in any city in the United States of America. So like you would think I'd be used to murder, but like I don't want to be hanging out with mermaids that are killing people, right? Let's keep it positive. All right. What else is going on here? What else is going on? Christine, you say it helps to know chess. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. With all the day trading, swing trading, and options trading I do chess. The things I've learned in chess actually come into play all the time. I never realized it before I got into this, and I've only gotten into this the last year and a half. But before I got into the stock market, I never realized how it's all strategy. First of all, the whole stock market is human psychology, and then when you're doing options trading, it's just basically different strategies, depending on what kind of market you have. It's like, oh, the market is bullish, I'm going to do strategy X, or oh, the market is bearish, I'm going to do strategy Y, or the market's neutral, I'm going to set up a bunch of iron condors. Like there's like all sorts of stuff you can do, and it's all strategy, and chess definitely helps with it. That's a good point. I never really thought about that, Christine the Bean, but that's neat. All right, let's see. Where would be good? Subi Blue, you say, hey, you used to be a sailor. What did I walk into? This is intense. Okay, so, Subi, first of all, great to see you, Subi Blue. Subi Blue is a phenomenal streamer here on Twitch. He's a super nice guy. Him and his partner in crime, Moonhanu, stream. She does yoga streams and mindfulness streams, and he does Jackbox party pack streams. And check them out. Drop them a follow. Play a game with them. Super nice, kind, generous human beings. But here's the thing, Subi Blue. So Sea Queen, I was asking Sea Queen about the derivation of her name, where it came from, and she said that she likes mermaids and wanted to be a mermaid, right? And then I was asking about mermaids a little bit. And she said mermaids lure sailors in, and then they kill them. They lure them in with their beauty, and then they kill them. So like I was kind of taken aback. I was like, whoa! I always thought mermaids were like really nice and gonna be kind and loving and whatnot, but they have a dark side to them. And then she was telling me that don't worry, she's not gonna kill anyone. She's she's one of the cute mermaids. She's not gonna hurt us. So that's what you walked into basically, Subi Blue. That's the gist of everything. Sea Queen, you say Chicago is cool. You want to visit it one day? Yeah, I mean we have great museums. That's one thing. Definitely check out the Art Institute if you come here. Check out the Museum of Science and Science and Industry. We have great music. We have great music, art. We have the best food in the country. And some people will argue against me, but I'm a firm believer that Chicago has the best food in the country. Our pizza is so perfect. It's just like the best possible pizza you could have. Our Chicago style hot dogs are good, right? We don't put ketchup on our hot dogs here, though. You do that, you're going to be committing a major social faux pas, let me tell you. And we also, we have great Italian. We got great Chicago beefs. You come to Chicago, you get a beef. We got some really good food in Chicago. So definitely come here, check out the food. The only thing is you got to be careful because we have more murders in Chicago than any other city in the U.S. And I always got to throw that out there. All right, where else are we here in chat? Let's see. And we're a sailor from the Great Lakes. Yeah, yeah, right. You got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with that, right? I'm a little concerned now. Sea Queen's going to come on through. She's going to be coming through Lake Michigan, and is going to be luring sailors from Navy Pier and just taking them in and killing them now. We got to be careful about this one. Hey, Kittens Kung Fu is here, man. Good to see ya. Kittens Kung Fu is an excellent streamer here on Twitch. Super nice, loving, kind, compassionate fellow. He streams Qigong and martial arts streams, and he does personal training as well. He's a personal trainer for his real job, his day job. And he also has the cutest cat named Mia. Super nice, super loving cat. And he's just like one of those really nice, authentic guys. He's also my Chi-Town brother. That's what I always say about the guy. I think we're the only two. Kittens, do you know any other Chicago streamers? I mean, I don't really know any other Chicago streamers in the fitness and health community, at least. I don't know if you're familiar with any of them, but I haven't seen any around. All right, but anyways, check out Kittens Kung Fu stream. Drop him a follow. You will not be disappointed, guaranteed. All right, what else is going on? Oh, Sea Queen, you're from the Netherlands. Nice. All right. Yeah. Well, mermaids are pretty big in the Netherlands, right? Mermaids are huge there. Yeah. They're like a big mystical creature there. Okay, that makes more sense. The Netherlands, by the way, is awesome. Like I want to visit the Netherlands. Specifically, what part of the Netherlands are you from? Because that would be a really cool vacation spot. Like the U.S. is kind of like, we have some decent places, but it's all pretty much the same, Well, I shouldn't say that. Florida's pretty different than like Alaska, but it's not like Europe, and it's not like it wouldn't be like going to Thailand or something. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. Hey, look who's here. Last Night's Ghost. What is up? Last Night's Ghost is also a streamer here on Twitch. Super awesome. She can be a little spooky at times, but that's good, right? That's what we want from someone. We want someone to be a little bit spooky. She tells scary stories. We watch horror flicks over there. We always just have fun. Last night we were playing marbles on stream, just hanging out and chat. She's got an awesome personality, super kind human being. And just drop her a follow, check her out. It's definitely worth it. How are you doing, Last Night's Ghost? Good to have you here, by the way. All right, let's see what else is going on. Kittens, you say a few Chicago DJs, but that's about it. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that there's not more fitness and health streamers on Twitch from Chicago. I always find that kind of weird. I've seen a few DJs as well. But for the most part, it's I guess Twitch just isn't as big in Chicago. Maybe that's the issue. Who knows? But that's probably the case. All right. Oh, by the way, all you streamers out there, I've been having some issues with OBS OBS Studios ever since the last update. Have any of you noticed anything? Any of you that use OBS Studios, have you noticed any issues? Like for one, every time I open up OBS, I have to log in like 3 times. I have to log in once for the Twitch chat. I have to log in once just to get into the program, and then I have to use 2-factor authentication, which is kind of annoying. And then one of my Twitch docs is gone, and I can't even get it back. Like it's kind of weird. I've heard some other people complaining about the latest OBS update, but I'm just wondering if you are all having the same issue. Christine the Bean, you say you'd love to visit the Netherlands too. Yeah. The Netherlands would be so badass. I would so love to go there. Like I feel like I'd be refreshed and recharged if I could actually just live in the Netherlands. I feel like the quality of air up there has got to be like really pure and amazing. You're not breathing in all that toxicity. But I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I've never been there. All right. North. Brabant is the part where you live in the Netherlands. Oh, the North. Cool. Nice. Yeah. I don't know much about geography, but. That's awesome. Yeah, cool. All right. Last Night's Ghost. You say you are too kind. Of course I'm kind. I'm a meditation instructor. If I'm not like being kind and a kind human being, like what am I even doing? I'm not even living by the principles in which I I teach, you know. So, all right, what else do we need here? Last night's ghost, you say you need some moment of peace to go to bed. You was kept up really late last night. Yeah, you were streaming. You were streaming pretty late. I remember that. And then I had to leave, and I think you were streaming later even when I got on. Let's see, Sequin, you say, not really, except that your games are not displayed sometimes, even not in specific windows. Okay, all right. By the way, so here, I'll give you a shout out. I guess I don't have you on my automatic shout out list. I need to check you out and check out your next stream. All right, there's a shout out. So yeah, everyone check out C Queen. Show her. Show. I'm assuming it's her. It's her, right? Am I speaking with a woman? But yeah, like yeah, show her some love. You know, like basically we all support each other here on Twitch. You know, we're all here for one another. That's the main thing. We gotta be true. I mean, the world is tough, right? The world it can be tough and cruel, and the way the media is, it tries to divide us and set us apart. And my goal here, one of my goals, is to try to reunite us, to try to bring us all together, and help us remember that at the end of the day, we're all just human beings. We're all here to love one another and to try to be kind to one another, and that's our purpose. You know, we want to help each other, right? Because at the end of the day, when you're lying on your deathbed, you're not thinking about how many cars you owned or what mansion you lived in. You're thinking about the relationships that you've had with the people that you met throughout your life. Have you loved enough? Have you been kind and helpful to the people around you, or have you been a total asshole, right? Have you just gone around trying to scam everyone and trying to hurt people and engaging in ego battles and trying to bring other people down to raise yourself up? If you've lived that kind of life, then you're probably not going to have a peaceful death. You're gonna have you're gonna feel regret. You're gonna feel sadness. You're gonna feel despair because you'll be all alone and no one will be by your side. But if you've made a lot of connections in your life, and if you've been good and kind to people, and you've lifted people up, and you've just helped people, then you're doing what you're supposed to do here on this planet. You're just being a good, authentic human being. So be the best you can be. All right. Where else are we here in chat? Where else? Oh, okay. Oh, you're a boy. All right, you're a boy, but an experimental VTuber. Okay, cool. All right. Well, now I know. Like I never see. That's the thing with Twitch. You never know if you're talking with a boy or a girl. You never know. But yeah, definitely check out Sea Queen. Drop them a follow. I mean, you got to check. Basically, it's worth checking out. That's the thing. Like whenever I recommend someone, I only recommend people who know what they're doing and who are kind, human beings. You'll never see me recommend like some asshole out there for everyone to go check out. So if I'm gonna recommend someone, it's gonna be because I that person has been in the chat, is kind, has been compassionate, and just a good human being, or I've seen their streams and they're kind and whatnot, right? Like last night's ghost, she's a straight shooter, she's just a super positive person, and that's why I always recommend her to everyone. I rate her sometimes too. All right, well, I think it's time for some meditation. I've been talking enough. So I always come out high intensity. I always come out high energy, and then we slow things down. And we come to the place within of perfect peace. Find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged, or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a seated position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths on your own. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that goes off every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath count. Take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, gently lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out, gently lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on a mountaintop.
watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds merge into one. And one cloud separates into two. The clouds move through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. Those clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being, exist for a while in conscious awareness, before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And return your awareness to your breath count. On your next breath, as you inhale, visualize healing energy flowing into your body. And as you exhale, visualize negative energy and sickness being expelled. Inhale, experience love and light flowing in, flooding your entire being. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. You are a child of love and light, and you glow eternally. Be kind to yourself. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lightly lowering your abdomen. The breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly united once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye vision. Focus on your breath. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your being. Breathe in. Breathe out, allowing only peace and love to enter your body. Gently open your eyes, returning to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here with me in this sacred space. I am truly honored and humbled to be here as your meditation guide. We are on similar journeys, and meditation is a great tool to help us reach our destination. So thank you. How was that for everyone? I hope everyone enjoyed that light meditation. It was exactly 20 minutes. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like these shorter meditations. It's nice to mix it up, you know. Sometimes I do the long hour and a half meditations, but a 20-minute meditation is great, you know. That's a good feeling to just, you know, do a 20-minute meditation. Maybe I'll start doing these more often. Oh, kittens, all right. Thank you so much. You enjoyed it. Much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated, man. I always, you know, that coming from you means a lot. You know, you know the internal energy arts. You understand being in touch with that energy. So thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And Subi Blue, thank you, man. I love it. Ooh, I like that. A Subi Blue happy emote. Nice, cool. That's a cool emote. I dig it. I dig it. Did you design it yourself, or did you have Munhanu do it? What's the story of that emote? I'm always interested in how other people, what they do with their emotes. If they have friends that design them, I have a friend that has done all my emotes. But yeah, it's interesting. Oh, I do have something else to mention. Let me find it real quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. Copy link.
Bam. Okay. So, one of my friends, Imbalanced Physique. Some of you know him. He's a streamer here in the fitness and health community. He has a friend who's struggling a great deal right now. So, she started a GoFundMe, and I believe she's getting kicked out of her home, and she might be homeless. So, I'm gonna post the link to her GoFundMe, and if you feel like donating, donate. He's a nice guy, and any friend of his is a friend of mine. Okay, but yeah. Oh, Sweet Blue, you say you just saw it on Canva and you liked it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you see something you like out there and it resonates with you, go with it, man. Absolutely. All right. Well, now is always an interesting moment. We got to figure out who we're going to share the love with, who we're going to raid. Oh, and JT Farms, by the way, you kind of snuck in here. You kind of snuck in here. You weren't here at the beginning, and I haven't seen you talking much. You're doing the quiet mode today. But good to see you, JT. I we haven't talked. We haven't talked on the phone in a while. Maybe I should give you a call tonight after stream. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, how are you doing today? JT Farms is my channel shaman. She keeps the bad energy out and the good energy in. So now we got to figure out who we are going to raid. Let's see. Who's streaming tonight? Oh, all right. I have not rated Check Meow in a while, and I've gained so much. She is a pro meditation a teacher. She is just excellent at what she does. She does sound healing. She does ASMR. We're gonna give Check Meow a raid. Send her some love, and yeah, I love all of you unconditionally, and I hope you all have a wonderful, uh, wonderful night. Yeah, and it was so great seeing all of you. Christine, Kittens, JT, Sea Queen, Subi Blue, my whole crew is here. This is great. All right, I love you all. Hang in there. Things are gonna be beautiful. Yeah, we're all good people, and we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make this world a better place. Namaste.